Okay, so we have other images. Okay, for example, let's take this cat. That with this, I think we can do quite a lot. We already did something with this cat, but let's watch at these things of the presets of color that we have here and how to use them. Okay, for example, green. And now it's only selecting me all the green things, as you can see here. And if we press this, it's only selecting me all the green things, right? So imagine that I just wanna put the green a bit down. Okay, I'm just gonna take this and just turn it down, the curves. Okay, make it a bit softer. Okay, but be careful because it changes, okay, with the curve of color too. Another thing I can do is just basically go again and turn it down. As you can see, the cat doesn't change. The only thing that change of the cat are the colors. This, yes, the color, sorry, the color of the eyes. This is the only thing that changes, really. Okay, I'm affecting only the greens. Like, let's see it in parade, and you're gonna see how I'm affecting the greens. Obviously, it moved these because I'm giving a new meaning to the greens. So when I move it like here, the greens they lose. They get mixed with reds, so the reds also go up. Okay, if I do it to the blues, is the opposite. Okay, so what we're doing is creating more blues. Okay, another tool we have, this again is for just selecting things in a way, do a preset. Okay, another tool we have is color. We did green, now we're gonna do the yellow. Okay, and it changes the parts that are more yellow of the screen. Okay, also you can do it with the curves. Okay, just create textures that really are a bit interesting. There might, now if we look at it, it's all noisy and it's bad. Okay, but obviously because we are just doing too much. But it's a way to also just, for example, if I want to make, there's too much light for me in this. If I want to go to this light and change it, this light, wait, let me create another node. I would go here, color, presets, chroma light. Okay, now I see that all this is the light. Okay, so I'm gonna just gamma a bit down. Okay, let's say I want another of this preset, magenta. Nothing, because there's nothing magenta. So this is what happens sometimes. Okay, another thing, color preset, chroma dark. So the darkest places of the image, which is, I suppose, the cat, obviously. And yes, it's the cat, the shadows. Okay, and we can affect this. Okay, as we can see here, I'm touching the shadows. We can affect with the highlights. Okay, the cat already changed. Okay, I'm only affecting, well, the cat and these dark places. So the darkest places. Okay, I'm moving the shadows and I'm just saying how much of shadows I want in my darker places. Okay, how much shadows do I want there? I can also say the contrast, how much contrast I want in these darker places of the image. So that's how you use these presets. You see that in a moment we went, just by using these presets, we went from here to here. So the cat has more contrast, also these places of the image. And then we can do another if we want of these. So Command S, okay, another preset. There is gonna be about the green. We thought that there's quite a lot of green. So here it's gonna show me again only the green. The problem we're gonna have is the cat eye, but we know how to solve this already. So let's do it straight away. Mask. Make sure the cat's eyes are just there. Okay. And that's it. And now what we're gonna do is reverse, obviously. So that's it. We don't have the cat's eye anymore in our green places, okay? So we're gonna just make sure it's alright, this, yeah. Bit bigger the mask, and that's it. Now we're gonna change these greens. Make it less green. So I'm gonna move the tint a bit. Okay, to change a bit, make it a softer green. Again, I'm using this tool, the highlight, all the time. Also contrast, there's a lot of contrast in this green, so I'm gonna turn it a bit down. Especially you can see in that plant. Okay. So it's a bit softer already, the green. Okay, still here is a bit, maybe changing the lift. No, we cannot change the lift that much, obviously not. Maybe the gamma or highlights a bit less. Yeah, I think that would do. Yeah, okay. So the greens now are a bit softer, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, we soften them up. Still this part is a bit imperfected, but we would need to go back to the first one and just adjust things again, okay? So I think maybe we overdo it with shadows, probably, yeah. Okay, probably, yeah, like this should be, more or less. Okay. Maybe the gain, we need a bit less. Okay, this one also, shadows, no, we need, like this is fine. Saturation, I would put it less, as much as less as we can. Hue, I wouldn't touch. Tint, we did touch it already. Contrast, careful, careful, careful. Highlights, maybe less. Okay, so we change a bit these greens. Now, let's see what else can we do with these tools of the presets. Blue, yes, it's gonna be this probably. That is pretty powerful. And yes, if we go here, well, there's also these elements, okay? So here we cannot change these things really. I mean, we could, yeah, with here. We can always, look. Yes, so in case we don't have all the blue selected, we can always go back here to the qualifier. And we can also make our denoise, clean black, clean white, blur radius, all these things. And now let's change this to another color. Let's say we wanna put this glass of this color. And it's more or less of this color. We would need to adjust a bit better these things, obviously, as always. Right. Like this. Denoise. Just this. More or less. I mean, because it's so out of focus and imperfection, the image. And also we know that this is not supposed to be like this. Okay, what I'm gonna do is blur even more the radius. Okay, not that much, probably like this. And we have it more or less. Okay, which also changed this glass. Okay, so we already did quite a lot of things with that image. Okay. Now it's like the cat has more attention too. Okay, we change the blacks. The cat is black, so perfect. Okay, so this is a good way of doing also applying changes just by using these things and say, okay, right, green, there's too much green, boom, where are the greens? Deal with them. Yellow, red, magenta, blue, cyan, then the light, there's overlight, where is the overlight? Okay, we didn't do this one. It's gonna be all over the place probably. Sometimes happen this, sometimes it's gonna be just a white screen, you know, because, okay, so color, presets, chroma light, saying all this place as light. Okay, so if we just put this, all of this is the light. We can make the shadows stronger. We can just turn down the highlights a bit. And we have it a bit like this also. We can turn the saturation a bit higher up. Now, okay, this glass, we're gonna have to solve it now. I think the radius, the blur is too much, so a bit less now. Saturation even higher up, like this, yeah. And again, I have to touch the glass. Blur radius is too much every time I turn up the saturation. Something like this. Okay, so already has more, in my opinion, cinematic view, actually. We turned this that was too saturated with this color that doesn't really make any sense here into something more elegant. We still would have to work on this, okay? But I think this is more film look than this that was more of a video look, video recording look, okay? So this is things you can do with these elements. Be careful because I changed the color of the eyes of the cat in one of these, probably in this last one, So let's see it, let's only cancel, yes. So was only at the last I did, okay, this last of the light. I just killed the color of the eyes of the cat. So we would do again a mask, okay, like we did before. Another mask in the here, okay, just first adjust the mask, always adjust the mask. And we would say, do not change anything of the cat. And now you see we have all these imperfections though, eh? Like we would have to touch the green again because we created all these imperfections. Wait, you can see it here. Okay, so that's gonna be the next. It's gonna, or let's just do it now. We just did too much of this, so again, reset everything. Okay, of this green, and again we try to do it again. Saturation a bit down, but not that much. Okay, now we still, okay, so just by the saturation down, this green already loses quite of the strong.